You gonna find out right now, son.
We did this at home.
We do this. We do this right here. How's everybody doing real quick?
Good.
Oh, hell no. How's everybody doing? I need a little energy in here. That was wild outside when I was coming in. That was fighting and everything else. Alright, listen. My name is Herman, right? Everybody calls me Soul G. Alright? I've been out of prison 24 days. I just finished doing 14 years and 1 month straight in FBOP.
Wait, what you say again? Like in years.
What you got? You been home for 24 days?
I've been home for 24 days.
Oh, you just came home.
I just fresh, new money. Yeah, new money.
14 years.
14 years and 1 month. How old are you?
15.
You wasn't even born when I went to prison.
Wait, what you do?
Drugs. Like 30 to life. I need y'all to give y'all attention. I need to put them phones down for 1 second. I put that down for I need y'all attention real quick.
You was in jail?
Yeah, I need to put that on mute. Hit the mute button for me.
Why you in jail? Drugs?
We're gonna cross that bridge right now. I need y'all attention.
You was on drugs?
I don't do drugs. I sell drugs.
You still sell drugs?
No. I been home 24 days, big bro. I'm fresh out.
14 years, baby.
You recorded him. He said 14 years.
Wait, one question. So,
You put the question in the end. I got you.
Anybody had to try to do anything to you?
I see my phone. That's right here.
All kinds of things happen in jail. Not to me personally, but I seen the light.
Niggas.
Let me get your attention.
My bad, folks.
The reason why I'm here today, right, is because for the last 15 years, I've been incarcerated. And on my way over here, just in the parking lot, I saw the mindset that people actually have for you. Everybody said in the parking lot, y'all ain't nothing, y'all going to jail.
Who?
It's here. While I was sitting waiting to come to this classroom, I had a flashback. I thought I was in prison. So many radios was going on. I was like, whoa, where am I at? So I need you to understand that this is real. I'm going to pass a picture around real quick because I want you to see what happened. How many of y'all actually been in jail before?
Oh, wait, in jail?
In jail, in prison. What it feel like? Huh? What it feel like? Scary? How long was you in jail for?
Wait, let me see. 2 days.
2 days, 3 days?
2 days.
I was in there for 3 weeks. I was in there for 2 weeks. This your daughter?
Yeah.
How old is she?
Don't worry about that. Nah, she's 18.
Let me see.
Yeah, when I came in, she was 3. I want you to realize that
Wait, what you
I know what it is. When I came to prison, she was 3 years old. She's 18. She just graduated last week.
Oh, she 18 now?
Yeah.
Right, so you was there for graduation, right?
Huh?
You was there for graduation.
Yeah, I made it to the graduation. And the only reason why I made it is because President Obama decided to commutate my sentence. I still have 5 more years left.
You gotta go back?
No, I'm done. But I have 5 more years.
So what happened to him? What happened to the other 5?
He canceled them for me.
Oh, you lit.
Yeah, I got lucky.
Wait, you know
But sometimes, I don't know. He wrote me a letter though.
That's a good president.
You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I'm here is because what you don't realize is that a lot of you are taking the same path that I took. I'm letting you know. You may not realize it, but your actions and your choices that you make will dictate where you will be in the next 5 years, 10 years. How many of y'all think y'all been in prison for 20 years?
Me. I've been here for 100
in
years.
prison the next 20 years?
Yeah.
Oh, you going? You on your way? Oh, no, they got, no, you laughing, but they got that for you.
I ain't getting raped in my ass.
You finished with prison?
Not me. Nigga doctor said.
You can't be finished because you sitting in this room right now. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all, we laugh and we joke because we think it's a game. We like to laugh and joke, but at the end of the day, what you don't realize is, guess what? Every choice you make, every time you make a wrong decision or a bad decision, what happens is it adds to where you're going. And eventually, when you're 16 and 17, you know what they're going to say? We're tired with the decisions. And once you make that bad decision, there's no reversing that. At all. So I just wonder, how many of you really believe that you want to change your life today?
Me.
Honestly.
I ain't getting raped.
How old are you?
18.
10.
Seriously, how old are you?
16.
16?
I'm
He's
20.
13. That's it.
Nah, I'm 15. He's
Well, it's a
13.
middle school, so you 15, 13, you real slow. So we're gonna get you put someplace else. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm 13.
He told me.
That nigga told us right now.
Seriously? Now,
Listen.
I need y'all to listen, y'all. We can laugh and joke all day long, but at the end of the day, this is serious. That's real talk.
How that so? How you be slow?
Not for be for real.
Don't get mad.
For real. Oh.
You know, at the end of the day, this real life, y'all, because I had a daughter. And I know what it feels not to have be in my child's life. It's like somebody might know how it feels not to have a parent in your life. So sometimes we act out and we do things that we think might basically put a shield or a mask on us. We put that mask on every morning. How many of y'all put that mask on every morning?
Me, man. A murder
Mask on, you know that future, that mask on, right? I gotta come on, I gotta come outside every day and put my mask on because I can't be who I really want to be because my friends, who I think is my friends, won't accept me for who I really am.
Amen.
Wait, so you trying to say? What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say a lot of times you're not really who you saying you really are. That's not really you. I'm just keeping it real. That tough guy and all that's whack. Most of my friends got life plus 40, 2 lives, 90 years. I just left them. So you want real talk? I'm gonna give you real talk.
Why you leaving?
Cause I had no choice.
You supposed to spend time with them.
You know what I'm saying? I had no choice. So at the end of the day, the back and forth is great. But at the end of the day, but can you handle it? When the judge say, here go this 240 months, here go this 300, 600 months, what are you gonna do? You gonna stand up or you gonna break down?
Break down.
Most of y'all do break down.
I never been in.
I seen it. So basically, what I'm trying to get you to understand is that the path that you want, seriously, the path that you want, the hanging out, the cursing, the fighting, it only gonna lead you to one place.
Yeah.
Who knows where that place is gonna be?
Jail.
Jail or in the grave?
No, right there. Jail is good, but you make it back from jail.
Oh, no, I ain't going to jail. That's the thing.
Not always.
You can't make it back from death.
Not always. You can't.
We're gonna let me ask y'all a question real quick. Who do you know? What do you think is the wealthiest place in the world?
The hell of what?
The wealthiest place.
The White House.
The White House wealth. Give me another
No,
place.
My house.
Where?
shelter, the shelter.
The shelter?
The jail. The jail. CPS. The jail.
CPS, the jail. Social service. That's the wealthiest place?
Nah, my house.
Catholic church?
Catholic, yeah.
Church. Cafeteria.
So it's not Rihanna's house thing?
Nah, my crib. Nah,
Your crib?
Beyonce.
Okay.
Nah, McMill.
Meek
Nigga.
Mill, remember his house? You gonna be surprised. Actually, the wealthiest place in the world is the cemetery.
The wealthiest place is the cemetery.
World is a cemetery. Who knows why? Huh? No, but why is it the wealthiest place? That too, but what else? Another reason.
Oh, jail?
No, what you cemetery?
Cemetery, the
The
wealthy.
cemetery. Why do you think it's a cemetery?
But niggas kill each other.
Huh?
Everybody kill each
Okay,
other.
we all gonna die, but what makes it that way? Think for a second. Then you think. Why do you think the cemetery is the wealthiest place in the world? Use your mind just for a quick second.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna tell you why, but I'm trying to make you think for yourself. Why do you think that is? Because in the cemetery, people die, right? Taking their most loftiest dreams and thoughts with them. Some of y'all got some great ideas, right? But guess what? You choose to allow your current situation to dictate whether you're gonna share them ideas or dreams or not. And what happens is you die with them. You might have that one song, that one rap, that might change somebody's life. You might actually have, like science might have a cure for AIDS or something, but if you don't never try to mature and live some dreams and goals out, you die with them. That's why the cemetery is the wealthiest place in the world.
But stop talking.
What you don't realize is, what's happened is that you're allowing your life to pass right in front of you for some frivolous ass things right now, y'all. Real frivolous. At the end of the day, what you had to show for your life. Every time we born, we get 4 numbers, right? What year was you born? 03? So 2003 you was born? All right. That's the year you born. That's that number. We don't know when you're going to die, but you're going to get 4 more numbers, right or wrong. Eventually when you die, you're going to get a date. But what happens with your life is that from this day to this day, that dash in the middle is your life and everything that you do with it. And what are you going to do with your life? At some point in time, you have to wake up and say, you know what? I'm tired of getting locked up. I'm tired of getting suspended. I'm tired of fighting.
Sorry.
So what do you do? How do you start to change your mindset? That's the question.
By thinking positive.
Thinking positive, that's one way. Do another way. Because see, I didn't come here today to talk to you, talk at you. I came to talk with you because I understand where you're from, because I've been there. I know what it feels like to get suspended every day. And I'm a walking example of what happens that when you walk that life, what can happen to you. How many of y'all got hustlers in your neighborhood? Everybody, right? Alright, make a question. How many of them successful? How many of them successful? How many of them living big? All of them living big. What's big to you? Everything's big to you? It's not that big then. Because I'm asking you that when you live this lifestyle, only 2 things happen, y'all. Only 2 things happen. What are the 2 things that happen again? Jail or death. Like I said, I was blessed to make it out. I didn't die. But how many of my friends that I had that didn't make it out? That got life in prison or 6 feet deep. And there's a lot more than that. Like I said, I just came home, brother. Big homie. I just got home. Yeah, just came home fresh. So I'm trying to make you understand where I'm coming from. I'm not some guy in some suit. I was there where you was at. I was in the Fed. I was in 6 different institutions for 14 years and 1 month.
Can I ask what you did?
Yeah, I sold drugs. Yeah. All right? So I'm reiterating that because I need to realize that it's all fun and game, but at the end of the day, what kind of games you going to play? You know what I'm saying? So I want you to realize that where I'm coming from, 2 different sides of the world. And I'm just basically trying to enlighten you so that you can maybe try and choose a different path. But this right here, y'all, what y'all doing here is whack. When y'all come in the system, we laugh at y'all. When y'all coming fresh in 18, 19, 20, we laughing at y'all. Because most of y'all can't buy no suits, can't buy no sweatsuits. You're going around looking crazy because you're doing crazy things out here. It's real, y'all. Y'all really don't want that life. Y'all think y'all want the life, but when the life come and get you and the life swallows you up, you get to crying looking for mommy and daddy. They can't help you no more. The moment you come into that system, the moment you start to change your life, guess what? Your blessings and things are going to start coming. Until then, you're going to keep repeating the same cycle over and over and over again. What did I learn from what? Being in prison?
Good question. Good question.
I learned that you can't always take the easy way out. I thought that, guess what? If I could just do this one little move here, I'll be good. But the 1 move turned to 2 moves to 10 moves. The next thing you know, I'm in and out of different states. I'm going to different countries, basically trying to support a habit I say it was for me, take care of my family. By being selfish, you're really doing it all for me. You know.
What would you
You're like, damn, I messed up.
Honestly, I know the thing. When I got that time, I couldn't even see 2020. It's 2002. How can I see 2020?
How old were you? How old were you?
I was 27.
Hold
I'll
on.
be 43 next month.
Damn.
Yeah. July 13th.
Wait, you said that 14 years?
Yeah.
My shit dropped out straight and
You dropped out.
So there's not too much y'all can do or done that I haven't done already.
I dropped out in 6th grade.
We just didn't get dropped out.
Listen, why did you drop out?
When I dropped out, I was bored.
Listen.
Why'd I drop out? I dropped because I was bored, and my friends that I had with me, we said, you know, we ain't going to school no more. We're going to run around Brooklyn all day long.
Oh, you was with the blinky.
Oh, you was in Brooklyn?
From Brooklyn.
You was with the blinky.
You know? Any more questions?
What was your first reaction when you got the word that they were letting you out early?
Man. Honestly, my faith was questioned only because I didn't think I was going to get it. I was in the last batch that he parted. So I went all the way down to the wire. So when I got it, I said, man, They called me to the office and they said, yo, you got a phone call for you. And it was my lawyer. He said, yo, you got it, man. You coming home. It was like, it was a sigh of relief because I've been doing so much time for so long. You know, I seen guys come home, leave, and come back again with a fresh 30, 40 years. I seen guys that come in with 3 years and never make it home because they were stabbed up because they didn't understand the rules and the protocols of prison life. See how y'all run around laughing and talking? Guess what? When you come where I was just left from,
Hold on, sis.
you know what happened? Because guess what? You might be going where I came from, so I want to at least give you a heads up so you don't get your head knocked off and you can't make it back home. Because there's certain rules to the environment, to the streets, and when you don't follow them rules, guess what happens? You only wish you can go to jail. In prison, it's real, it's death. I see people stabbed over televisions, chess games, not being able to hold your tongue. You and your friends do some work together. You want to tell, you can't do the tell, so you tell. Guess what happens when you tell? When you get in there,
You gonna get beat up.
you gonna get more than beat up, homie. You can't even come on certain compounds. The moment you come on the compound, guess what? They send you right back into the hole again. Try someplace else.
Tell me about the hole.
Oh, the hole, the 23s in one.
You got beat up in jail?
Never.
I was gonna ask that.
I got,
Hold on.
I spent, out of my 14 years, I spent about 39 months in the hole.
Break down the hole.
The hole is basically, is 23 in one. You and yourself are 23 hours a day, 1 hour a wreck. If you don't have a shower in your cell, you shower Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You never leave your cell on Saturday and Sunday. Every 21 days, you rotate your cell. Everything is put through a little slot about the size of this chair hole right here.
They give you your food. They give you
Your food, your clothes,
what
everything.
type of food you eat in
You can't
there?
see the light.
You get light. The lights, they go 24 hours a day.
What in,
Yo, what type of food you eat?
You get the same kind of food on the compound, but it's not a lot.
Was you eating?
Like how mama was blessed?
Yeah. Like who?
Like how mama was blessed?
Nah, they like
Wait, you eat every
They
day?
don't bless?
every day. You get 3 meals a day. But guess what? How you sustain with 3 meals a day?
I gotta, oh no, I can't do that.
You look. So I need you to understand that.
I gotta eat like every 2 hours.
So basically, when you in the hole and you see what's going on, your whole entire life changes. You start thinking a lot more about what's really going on. What direction am I going? Because there came a point in time when I said after my last 10 months in the hole, I said, you know what? I'm tired of coming to the hole for a minute. I got to change up.
What you do to get
Heard that shit make you crazy.
I got fightings, drugs, alcohol, knives,
Question.
everything.
Oh, you do? I know you make alcohol alcohol, right?
Nah.
How you make alcohol with it? Alcohol.
Wait, it's called whipping. It's called whipping.
I got
Don't call me that, bro.
It said,
What's that?
DeAndre, calm down.
Listen, Andrew, I got you. I'm gonna get to you. How you survive?
Listen up.
When you want to survive in prison, there's three things you can do. Either you blood, you crip, or you from the Midwest, you GD, you gangster disciple, you vice lord, but you're going to choose something. You don't choose a gang, you're going to choose a religion.
So what
And if
was
you don't choose a religion, you're independent.
you? What was you?
Your area, town, you're from, I'm from Brooklyn. And I'm Jamaican, so guess what? My car, I didn't say, was from Brooklyn and Jamaica. That was it. And that's how you move. But you will be with somebody.
What if you don't want to join nobody?
So if you by yourself, if you just did the shit, they gonna kill you.
They're not going to kill you,
Excuse
but
me, what if you don't join? They gonna jump you?
if you don't join, it's not about jumping, but your time in prison is going to be real hard.
Oh, I got another question.
Take that down.
No, I got you right.
So you gotta do it?
Hold on. No, you don't have to join anything, but if you don't join, guess what? Imagine going to the chow hall, you go to the commissary, you go to the store, you got $200 in groceries, and you by yourself. What happens?
They gonna take it.
They're going to take it. Either that, you're either going to die, or kill somebody trying to keep your stuff.
I'll share.
We know what's going on.
We know you gonna share.
You know what's going on.
They don't probably think I'm bandit.
Any more questions?
Like, you be saying how they gonna, they be fighting, how did they let y'all fight? Like, how do
They don't let you do anything.
Do the varsity beating y'all up?
They
Basically, I'm coming to get you next. I like your questions. I'm gonna come get you next. Basically, there's no fight. It's like me and you walking, we talking. I don't like it like that when I say I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna hit you in the mouth. Or I'm gonna stab you and we're gonna take it from there. You know what the COs gonna do? You know what the COs do? They got a little butt hit there, and they're gonna get out the way, lock their door until some help comes. So whoever make it, make it.
She asked the question, do the COs break it up?
Break it up. They hit the button, I said, and they went in their office, they gonna run in, and they gonna lock the door and say, yo, we got a code red. Immediate, man down. They not breaking nothing up, but they trying to make it home.
I need more backup.
Niggas not dumb though.
Little guard, you beat me all up. Yeah, right there. Hold on.
Yeah, this question ain't ready for me.
No,
Nah,
You gonna come back to me.
I could have sworn they make alcohol out of the toilet. They get stuff out the toilet.
Nah.
Who told you that?
Nah, I watch.
Did you watch it on Prison Break or something?
I've been watching that show. That show
Prison.
Orange is the New Black. That's how they make the alcohol.
That's TV.
Son,
Google it. Google how to make wine in prison, and I probably won't be in the toilet.
I didn't make it there.
No, it's flavored fruit and sugar. Every same way they make it in the world, you make it in prison.
And one question, don't like think. Oh, you just said if they fight, they don't do nothing. The guards don't do nothing.
Any more questions?
He had a question. He wanted to know if being in the hole made you go like crazy.
Good question.
I was just bugging out.
Yeah,
A lot of people bug out.
You in a hole like an actual hole.
that's why you
Did I bug out? No.
I didn't run this.
But it takes a toll on you. You mentally start thinking like, wow. You start looking at this. At one point in time, it looks like the walls are starting to close in on you. You know, it gets real in there. So a lot of times I just take a lot of deep breaths. You know, work out every morning, work out, do my ass so I can sleep at night. But it gets real and it gets lonely. You don't gotta sell it, or something. I mean, want to sell it.
You said you had to put your ass against the wall to sleep?
He said his abs.
Oh, I thought you said abs.
Excuse me. Did you? Your dad is dirty.
Excuse me here real quick. Never. My mindset was I refuse to let the BOP beat me. I was mad at my co-defendant that told on me. I was mad at my cousins and my friends that didn't send no money. I was mad at family that didn't come visit. I was mad at my baby moms that left me. I was angry. So I refused to lose. I said, you know what? I will not let the BOP break me down. So I had this saying that says, suave, success with a vengeance. And that was my mindset. Every time you slam that basketball on the ground, what happens to the basketball? Harder slam, what happens to it? And that's how I felt. The harder you slam me on this floor, the harder you slam me, the higher I'm gonna go. So whether you send me to Mississippi, to Texas, Atlanta, wherever you sent me to, I'm not gonna break. No matter how many holes I went to. Any more questions?
One more. What was when you got the phone call that you was being released, how much time had passed before you finally got out from the time you got the phone call?
Exactly 4 months.
So you was hyped when you got up?
I'm still hyped. I love life. And I don't never ever want to lose my freedom.
It's a blessing, right?
I said I made my daughter's 18th graduation. I went to prison when she was 3.
So you didn't hardly see her when you went.
Did she get
Phone calls and visits. Every maybe 2 times a year I might say to Pip, I'm not in the hole.
If you're in the hole, you can't visit nobody, right? Nobody
So it depends, you can't, because I lost good days, I lost my visits, my commissary, and my phones. So imagine in prison already, and I'm sanctioned, I lose everything else.
One question. Say if you make like a phone, don't you get added more time?
If you get caught with a phone,
You get caught with a phone.
I got caught with 2 cell phones in prison.
You get more times, right?
No, you lose good days. They want to give you more 10 years, lose some good days. The most they give you is 6 months to a year extra on your sentence. But I got caught with 2 cell phones, 1 night shot, introduction of 12 gallons of alcohol, gambling. There's nothing that I have not done in prison.
Alright, so did anybody get you over your food, your money, and you gamble?
No, you know why?
Why?
Because I was willing to go to the extent of no extent. Like I told you, I couldn't see 2020 when I first came in the system. So I was willing to kill or be killed for what I believe and stood on. So if you're not willing to do that, you in the wrong lifestyle, you in the wrong game. And a lot of times, a lot of us, our self-esteem is so low because society is saying, it's trying to dictate who you're supposed to be, and that's not really you. Take the mask off. It takes a bigger man to say no. Yeah, we say that, but are we really doing it? A lot of us say we know all the right answers, but we're not actually doing the answers that we know is right. And what happens?
You gonna end up getting
I'm going to share with y'all before I leave. And I want y'all to remember this. Take this with you no matter what, because you're going to go through some bumps and bruises in life. And you start at a young age. I got this $10 bill right here, right? How many of y'all want this $10 bill? Me? You? Okay. If I crumble this bill up right here, how many of y'all still want this bill?
Me.
You still want it?
Yeah.
If I throw it on the floor, how many of y'all want it? Me. If I step on it and kick it,
Me.
how many of y'all want it?
Me.
Y'all still want that money, right?
I can go get it.
Hold on, but guess what? In life, right? What you realize is that you will be crumbled, you will be knocked down, and you will be stopped and kicked. But guess what happened to that money? It never lost what?
It's never lost its joke enough.
It never, right. And you'll never lose your value. No matter what you're going through in your life at this moment, you still want to be you.
Yes, sir.
Can't nobody take that from you. And the moment you understand that, guess what? Your life will be a lot that much easier. Don't let your circumstances, you get in trouble right now, stop you from wanting to change your life for tomorrow. That's what it's all about. I see you looking at that. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, please, man, take somebody that's been in your shoes. This ain't no way you want to be. You don't want to be missing your family for 20 years. I promise you. Thank y'all.
Yeah, can we have that?
I've done a lot of speaking engagements, but the actual people that really did the time, that's the missing link. Because there's a lot of information. Listen up. There's a lot of information that's in this room right now that you're going to get from me and him that can possibly save somebody's life. How much time you did?
14 years.
14.
This brother right here did 14 years. I did 12 years as a New York City Department Correction Officer. At 22 years old, I met the necessary requirements to become a correction officer. I worked on Rikers Island for 12 years, 1987 to 1999. These cuttings right here, this young man's face, we used to average 40 to 50 of these a month. I do not play games when I do my speaking engagements. Because I've seen pain, I've seen abuse. Every single day I put that uniform on. And a lot of people in here with these attitudes like you don't care, I'm telling you, those young men that walk through that receiving room, listen up, my man. I've seen thousands of young men from the age 14 to 21 years old walk through that receiving room thinking they know everything, thinking they tough, and you have one person to come up. I've seen people get the gangster slapped off their face. To the point where you gotta come in a certain way, but you gotta realize there's always somebody tougher than you. And when you're coming in at 110, 120 pounds, you ain't got no wins in there. I've seen people stand straight up. You tough, bow, slap you right in the face. What? Why did you hit me? But then you look around, and like the brother said, correction officers don't have to break up fights. A lot of officers feel like you coming into the system tough. You in the hood tough. So when you get to jail, that's where the tough people are. You understand? And you need to realize the guys that are carrying knives, guns, razor blades, once you come into that system, you are searched. 20 people come through that door, you have 20 officers standing in front of you searching you. You will stand in front of that officer with your clothes in your hand. He'll tell you to put your clothes down and step back. You're butt naked in the cell, and all your personal items are searched. So now what that means is, for those tough guys that need to carry the guns, that means you done came into an institution and you're unarmed. But the guys on the other side of the gate, they got their shanks, they got their knives, waiting to tear you up. 2 minutes in, it's on.